So I'm Nehal Bhuta. I am the Professor of Public International Law here at Edinburgh. For the last few years, the sort of questions that I've been interested in exploring in my research relate to a range of different things, but one of them is about the rise of autonomous weapon systems and their relationship with the laws of war and human rights law. So it is in interesting ways, I think, a morally complex question. It's legally uncertain. A lot of the claims we want to make about autonomous weapon systems and their legality depend on how we imagine them to function, because we don't actually have them at the moment. The result of that debate, I think, is not very enlightening, because in many ways it results in the claim, well, if the autonomous weapon system complies with the law, then they're legal. But what that doesn't help us understand is how we think about problems like the management of error and the probabilities of error, how the algorithms are actually programmed. I mean, we've seen in other areas of artificial intelligence research that machine learning depends upon a lot of data, and that data can contain systematic biases. It can be racial or other biases can be included into the process of programming when you use crime statistics to determine who has a propensity for criminality. The result can be actually very racially skewed as an inference. So one could easily imagine that these kinds of issues carry over into the realm of autonomous weapon systems. If you're programming data to try and help a weapon system distinguish between a civilian and a combatant, and the data is really drawn from experiences and surveillance in one part of the world, the Middle East, Afghanistan, you could easily imagine the ways in which the algorithms and the learning processes are heavily oriented towards finding certain kinds of persons as having the characteristics of a civilian and certain kinds of persons not having the characteristics of a civilian.